Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. So obviously, as many people know, over the past year or even year plus now, time's really flying. Cathie Wood and ARK Invest have been gaining more and more steam. They've been gaining more and more popularity, and people are super interested in what they're doing day to day, what they're doing all the time. These ETFs are very actively traded, multiple trades per day, a lot going on, a lot to follow. And one of their biggest picks over the last year has been Roku. You can see like some of the articles and videos and stuff here. Why does ARK Invest love Roku stock so much? ARK keeps buying Roku, Cathie Wood on Roku, all of this different stuff. And this investment has performed very, very well for Cathie Wood and ARK Invest. I mean, year to date, Roku's up 34% in the past year. It's up 176% over the past 5 years. It's up over 1,500%. Roku has been a huge winner. A lot of this, honestly, was coming off the pandemic. People staying inside, people streaming more, people buying these, at-home devices more and more. And Roku is one of the most recognizable names and brands in this industry. And again, they were able to capitalize off this a ton. But recently, some things are changing a little bit as far as Cathie Wood's perspective on the company, as far as ARK Invest perspective on the company. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy it, and subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. That would be absolutely awesome. With that being said, here we go, getting into today's video. So the big stuff coming out recently, again, year to date, this company has been doing very, very well, if this stuff will load. But over the past month, over the past couple of weeks, things have maybe not been so good for Roku. They're down 6%, almost 7% on the month. In the past week, they were down almost 10%, and closing the day on Friday down around 5%. This is after a pretty crazy run up here. They, peaked around $480 or 52-week highs right around $490. These are putting the company at around a $56 billion market cap. And Cathie Wood's response to all of this, the recent kind of peaking of Roku, maybe a little bit start of a downward trend in Roku. This led, as you can see here, from cathiesark.com that tracks all the different trades of what they do at ARK. We can see if you type in Roku, recently, there has been a lot of selling going on from the ARK-K ETF from Cathie Wood about this company. 123,000 shares sold on Thursday, 47,000 shares sold on Wednesday. The week prior, 59,000 shares, 128,000 more shares in July 8th, and then 127,000 more shares on July 7th. So they are starting to sell off on Roku a little bit. Things are kind of changing. Now, is this Cathie Wood and ARK Invest taking profit on a company that they have made a ton of money off of and they still believe in for the future, but they're just kind of trimming their percentages and everything? Or are things changing a little bit for Roku? Do they not believe in Roku as much anymore? Again, I really think this was a very, very strong pandemic play. They are a very, very big name in this space. I have owned and used Roku devices before. Many people that I know have owned and used Roku devices before, as far as like smart TVs, streaming, all that stuff goes. Roku is a main player in the devices that you use, and they are a very, very nice product. But did we see a peak for streaming, for staying at home, for using these devices, for buying new devices with stimulus checks and stimulus money and people getting those unemployment checks and everything? Roku has seen insane growth over the last year, and you can see that here, that the earnings per share has grown by an impressive 187% over the past year. Roku has just seen absolutely insane growth. Everything has been crazy, but will they be able to keep up this insane growth? Are the current valuations in line with what we can project to see from this company in the future? Because that is where things get a little bit crazy. Right now, their price to earnings is 556. Their forward PE is 375. The price to earnings ratio average in this industry is 26. They're at 556. Again, they have seen insane growth, and they have been a very, very high growth company. But right now, the current valuation, what we're sitting at right now of right around $428 for Roku, is pricing in a ton more growth in the future for them to, have had an awesome 2020, for them to have an awesome 2021, but then for them to also have an awesome 2022, 2023, for them to keep growing like this. And I think this is just kind of a field and industry where competition is going to be hard to fend off. I think a lot of people are going to be able to do what Roku does. Obviously, they have a very, very, leg up on the competition. They're doing very well. They're performing highly. But will they be able to see this consistent crazy, insane growth they've seen over the last 2 years, whether it's COVID related or not. Even in the world where, the pandemic didn't help out Roku, seeing numbers like this, seeing the growth like this would be pretty crazy, and it almost seems unsustainable to me and a lot of other people. So I do like Roku. I have owned the stock previously. I do not own it anymore. I think that these valuations are getting a little bit ridiculous, are getting a little bit crazy, and it seems like Cathie Wood and ARK Invest might be along those same lines. Again, it'll be interesting to see if they continue to sell off more Roku when they decide to get back in, or if they are kind of moving on from this one, because this has historically been one of ARK Invest's kind of larger positions in some of their big ETFs, and again, it's performed very, very well. But has the Roku play run its course? Is the Roku play over? Is it time to move on to something different? Cathie Wood and ARK Invest, again, they are selling a ton of shares throughout this whole month. They continuously kept selling off shares, and it'll be interesting to see into August if they continue to do so. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I'd appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about Roku stock? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.